Right, oil joined in on the lacking of direction to start with, but has since found itself a bit of direction and taken itself towards the upside. So I was talking this morning about the whole idea that oil is within a small range, within a larger range. So your small area is stuck within value. We then had this larger range all the way down here as well that we were kind of trapped in, up towards 80 and down towards 13. What we have done is shown some initiative. We've got out of the small range, which has given us a chance to move up towards the top of the larger range, up to 40.80, opening up the possibility of continuation. And this is what I'm talking about in terms of a market needing some energy. What we've done all morning, or what we did all morning, was trade bang in the middle of the previous day's range, which is this box. Lacking energy at the edges, which is why we reversed back. So if we're going to get any kind of movement out of this very balanced morning's trade, which is already inside a very balanced area, you now need to see some initiative, some people showing that they want to buy. And in doing so, that can then drag prices higher and lead to a continuation type move. So that's what you want to see. Once you get it, because we've got this wider range, and because you're moving away from essentially 2 days of consolidated value, we've got space to move. You've got energy in it already, sort of pent up in here. It then needs the catalyst. That gives you the energy to move. That gives you the chance of a move up towards this peacock up here, which comes in at 41.10. We get there, and now it's a case of balancing this higher, leaving the possibility of further continuation. Failing that, a drag back down to where value was from this morning. Right, so moving onwards then, and we'll go and look at that energy. Like I say, I've often talked about energy and say, oh, market needs energy to keep a move going. And this is the kind of thing that I mean, that what you need to be thinking about is you know where you want this to happen. So this isn't about just arbitrarily seeing the market pick up some volume and say, yeah, that's where it is. It's about knowing that this is the exit of value. Up above 40.35, 40.38, we're exiting value. Now we've seen it up there already, over here. Lower than average volume trades, sits in a small range just below for around about half an hour, and then rolls away. Lacks energy. So when you get up there now, you want to see volume change. There we go. So that, from a chart point of view, is your change in energy. Market gets there, gets stuck just below the level, then volume comes in. This is what you want to see. There's your energy, and now you can take that as a confirmation or a sort of tick in the box of now you can start considering the move up towards 80, and that this can be quick to start and then it will steadily continue. So let's go and show you exactly what I mean. So right here, you can see not a great deal going on, and this would look reasonably similar to what had been going on previous. Get into this sort of 30 to 35 zone and not much happens. So you want to see some energy come in as you get to the top of the zone. And what I'm talking about here, not a great deal's going on. Orders aren't changing. Speed of buying isn't really doing much at this point. There's no energy in that. And that's fine. What you need to see is orders start moving through a bit quicker. Little clue there that we've traded 60 lots, 50 lots trade straight up. So it took its time to trade 60 at 34. Now you traded 70 and the bids keep on coming in. So you're getting a little bit of clue now. And there you see quite quick, 36, 37, 38 trades. And again, even more. It can tick back. You can have people come and put in a bit of counter movement. But you see all of a sudden, all of these orders are starting to change a little bit more. and any movement back, bids just come straight back in. That's what I'm talking about by a bit of energy. And you see from a chart very clearly there's more volume traded, but you see this sort of faster pace of action. That's what you want. That's now the point, and this has to happen at a point that you're interested in. You want to be long for a break, and then you get that little change in action up around 34, 35, 36. That is your indication of now is your chance. Now once we're up, this isn't a case of then going, oh, the energy's fallen. Of course it is. Things will take a little break after they start to move, which is what's happening here. But we're not pulling back, and the pace continues. And then you get push again, energy staying up. This is good. This is what you want to see. And so from this point now, all you're looking for is expectation of move towards 80. And this is where you have to sit back and sort of say to yourself, this isn't just going to fly straight there. This won't straight line. And these little phases here on pullbacks, you're watching that to see whether selling is actually overwhelming the bids that are appearing. And as long as it's not, this is all good. So just because you see some energy doesn't mean that you maintain that same level of energy all the way up. Instead, what it means is you need to be watching then for a continuation. And as long as you don't see counter energy, as in the same kind of activity down, you're all good on this trade. And this way you can now start looking for the target. But that little bit of energy was what gave you the chance to go for the move, and that little tick to say, yeah, now it is happening. Unlike what you had earlier on in the morning, completely lacking that, no real change in orders, movement there at all, nothing happens, and move doesn't materialize. Hopefully now, next time you hear me saying a market needs a bit of energy, you kind of see a little bit more of what I mean by that.